Hello everyone, welcome to lockdown here in Aqaba, Jordan. So I just wanted to make a video today, really just to record the feelings, the emotions, what's going on here in Jordan. Obviously I can't comment on the rest of the world, but I can comment on what's happening here and what we're doing as tourists, foreigners in Jordan. So before I start going into how I'm feeling and stuff like that, I do want to say that I do agree with what the Jordanian government are doing. It feels quite extreme, but I am actually behind the reasonings that they're doing this, and I'm totally taking it all completely serious, and I think that this is the way to control the spread of the disease. So I'm all for Jordanian government. But that doesn't mean I'm not entitled to the feelings and the emotions that come alongside of this situation that we've been put in a foreign country for us. So I just want to talk a little bit more about that really, and about how we are feeling. First of all, second of all, it's been so nice having like everyone's support and being able to still connect with people via videos and social media and FaceTime and stuff. That's really been something that's been amazing, because you still feel connected to your friends and your family and the rest of the world, and that really has been like a lifeline for us. On the other side, it's also actually been quite hard, because what we're dealing with here in Jordan is complete lockdown. We are not allowed to move from our houses at all, and then a lot of our friends and family back in England are kind of still going along with their like normal day-to-day activities somewhat. I definitely am not saying that life is normal in England. I know people are in self-isolation and some people are not moving at all, but unfortunately some people I'm seeing on social media like going for walks or, you know, hanging out with their friends and stuff, and it's quite hard because, you know, we're literally just stuck, and you're watching and you're thinking, why isn't everything the same in all countries around the world? A little bit more about Jordan. As far as we know, there is 69 confirmed cases of coronavirus, and nobody has died so far because of coronavirus in Jordan. So that's a relatively low number compared to like some of the places in the world. Obviously it's still not good that there's that many people that have been affected, and there are a lot of people in quarantine as well around the Dead Sea and Oman. So there definitely is still a lot of cases in Jordan, and people definitely are feeling the strain. Yesterday the Jordanian government announced that there would be curfew starting 7 a.m. this morning, meaning that we cannot leave the houses at all, even to get food or supplies, for the next 4 days. So whatever we have now has to last us 4 days, and if we are caught out on the street, it would be immediate imprisonment, which is crazy. It's so crazy. Like when we heard last night, we were just like, what? Like they're not even gonna let us go out to have food, like to go and get food. I mean, we have been like self-isolating, I guess, together for the last 3 days anyway. However, we were allowed to go out and go to the supermarket and get supplies. So Joel went out once and I went out once, and even just that kind of feeling that you knew you could go gave like somewhat of a freedom. Knowing if you did run out of something, you could go to the supermarket, or even just like go into the supermarket gave you kind of like one thing to do in your day. But now that's been kind of taken away from us. It feels very extreme. This morning we were woken up at 7 a.m. by air raid sirens, and it was mental. To be honest, it was quite a harrowing experience to be woken up with these echoing sirens around the country, and you could kind of just hear them like echoing in from the mountains and the walls, and it felt so surreal that we were living through a time where air raid sirens are a thing again. And you know, that was the government announcing the curfew had started at 7 a.m. So yeah, I'm sure every single person in Jordan was, if not already awoken by those air raid sirens. I don't think I ever forget that experience. It's something that happened in 2020. And I think from that moment, I definitely felt very trapped, and that's just something personally that I feel, because I became very aware that we were trapped in a different country, and we were in a place where we have no home comforts, we have none of our friends or family around us, we've literally just got each other, and now we just have to stay inside and not go out at all. And it's quite hard to get your head around like this feeling and this kind of feeling of being trapped, and that might be something that we're just putting upon ourselves. But to be honest, I want to be back in England. I want to be back with friends and family. I want to still be able to go outside without fear of being imprisonment, without fear of being put in prison in a foreign country. Of course, I'm not going to go outside anyway in Jordan, so that's not going to happen. But definitely feel like straight away you just want to be back home in comfort and what you know and people you love. And then there's just like, seeing stuff on Instagram, people like trying to be proactive while they're in quarantine, and like making cakes and making food and doing all these activities, and just the realization that you don't even have those options or those choices, because we have nothing here, which is like home comforts. We have everything we need. We have food, we have water, we even have a TV. We don't really have Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi doesn't work here, so we're just tethering off of our phones. So we have everything we need, but we definitely don't have things to kind of keep us occupied, like cooking or colouring or stuff like that. We don't have any like ways to exercise other than just ourselves, which again is fine. So it's kind of all these like realities that really the only way to keep ourselves occupied is on the internet, which is great, and watching films and movies. And again, I'm not complaining. This is, everyone in the world is going through similar things at the moment, but it's, I guess, these emotions of being stuck in quarantine in a different country with none of your friends and family around you, and none of these home comforts. So yeah, the next 4 days will be tough. To be honest, I think it's more of like a mental mindset that we have to like keep positive. And to be honest, like the next big kind of mental battle is that I kind of feel like, and I'm sure everyone is feeling like this, that everything that I had planned has kind of just been like almost like a carpet like swept from under my feet. Like everything I had planned, and the reason that we moved to Jordan, all of those things have been cancelled now or postponed, and now I'm kind of like, why are we even living in Jordan? Because I can't be doing any of the things that I originally came here to do. Maybe that's just me feeling like that because we're stuck now in quarantine. Who knows, maybe I'll feel more positive about it in the coming days. But yeah, like, well, I can't go scuba diving obviously. The trips we've had to postpone. I also had trips to Sudan which got cancelled obviously, and then I had a few other kind of trips planned. I was going to go to Saudi Arabia, to Kuwait. I wanted to start encouraging Arabic women to start scuba diving, and at the moment that's just not something I can do. So it feels, a bit like sad that all of the plans that I had now can't really go ahead, and with such an uncertain future, I don't know when they can. It feels better to just put it all on hold at the moment and then kind of like make a decision of what to do. It's crazy, it's sad, we obviously never expected this to happen. When we first moved to Jordan, it felt like when we had the world in our hands, and everyone's feeling like that because we kind of look back and think, wow, what a crazy time that we had so much opportunity and now we're left here now stuck. But yeah, I think that I'm allowing emotions and I'm allowing myself to kind of feel upset about it, and hopefully going forward it can be a bit more positive and make a few more plans. But yeah, I do agree with what the Jordanian government are doing. I'm definitely behind them on that, and of course respecting their limitations. I'm just hoping that in the 4 days that we are in quarantine, it's not quarantine unless you've actually got coronavirus, right? Whatever the right word is, you know what I mean. I hope that obviously all of like the spread will stop, the cases will go down, people will recover, and hopefully they can start putting measures in to kind of open the country up a little bit more. I definitely don't think they're going to be allowing flights in and out anytime soon, but maybe allowing us to have a little bit more freedom. Let's see, who knows what's going to happen. I think that's one of the hardest things, is this uncertainty. But yeah, I enjoy kind of doing these videos and reaching out to people from all over the world. I'd love to hear your experience. Are you in lockdown? Are you allowed to go to the shops? Aren't you on lockdown? Leave me some comments, let me know. Definitely life isn't going to plan right now, but I'm not disheartened. I'm still positive for a future, and a future of travel and of scuba diving and of the businesses. Like, situations like this do actually make us stronger as humans, and stronger relationships and everything. So I guess what we can do now is be positive and proactive in any ways we can. So let's keep communicating with each other. Tell me about your life, what you're doing, how you're feeling, if it's good, if it's bad. A lot of you have been asking how you can help us here in Jordan. So many people have even said they can send us care packages, which is like the sweetest thing ever. We are okay with food, just to let everyone know. We will be able to eat for 4 days, you know, basic food, pasta and eggs, but that doesn't matter. We can eat absolutely fine, and thank you so much for all of your offers of care packages. Unfortunately, the postal system is also stopped, and not that it's that good here anyway. Basically, thank you so much for even offering that. It's just so sweet. The ways that you can actually help me is to buy some things from A Wasteful World or Girls at Scuba. So both of my businesses have got online shops, and they're very, very dead at the moment. People aren't buying, and at the moment, because we've had to postpone trips and we're not allowed to, and we are not announcing any other trips, the income has definitely decreased. So any support for the online shops would be incredible, and they both have amazing products. So by buying from our shops, you are not only helping me, helping our staff, helping keep the business running, you also get some great products as well. So it's win-win. So if you do want to help, then you can help by buying from both of those online stores. And yeah, let me know if you want me to do more videos keeping up with the quarantines in Jordan, or let me know if you just like me to shut up and I'm being completely ungrateful. Hopefully it doesn't come out that way at all. I just want to share my emotions and my thoughts in this time, and definitely say that I'm thinking of everyone that's been affected. Like, I personally know people that have the virus and are in self-isolation and quarantine, so definitely thinking of everybody and hoping that we can kind of like stay together in this time. So yeah, that's it for me in Jordan. Obviously, I also know how beautiful this view is and how lucky I am to have this balcony. And thank you to the universe for allowing us to move into this apartment just a day before this all happened and have this balcony. That is definitely something I am grateful for. So I will speak to you soon. Thank you for listening if you listened this far, and talk soon.